Hi there, Aquarius. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at July 13 through July 19. Now, Aquarius, this week is so not your cup of tea. It's a cup of vinegar, to tell you the truth. There is a lot of planetary play in water signs. And if you know a Cancer, a Scorpio, or Pisces, you probably know that they can be emotional and sensitive and cry on cue and not the easiest person for you to get along with because you basically, if you think of air and water, it doesn't really gel so well together. It just exists with each other. So this week, there are 6 major planets in water signs. We've got the Sun, a new moon, Mercury and Mars in Cancer, Saturn in Scorpio, Neptune in Pisces. Now, it's very unusual for this to happen because that's a lot of planets in the one, zone. And as you know, there are fire signs, air signs, earth signs, and water signs. So the tide is heavily packed on the water signs. So for those of you who already can think of who is going to need you, going to come running to you, going to ask you for a loan, going to ask you to babysit their puppy or their old cat or help them with pack up their closets and move out or help them with their grandma, you know whose phone calls to avoid and all that sort of thing. I never get I never understand why people ask if you can help move. It's like asking you to, give them everything you have. It's worse. I think those days, when you're young and you all get together and you get a U-Haul and once you hit 30, 35, you're like, I can't do it. My back's sore. Hire someone, pay someone. There's ads everywhere. And this is one of those weeks where you may feel that way. Hire someone. I mean, seriously, but the waterworks will come and there's going to be tears for fears. And you may feel as if everyone you've ever met and their brother and their sister and even their cousin are asking you for favors. So it's going to be a tricky time. The main source of planetary play is in Cancer, and that is your 6th house of hard work, health and well-being. So what you have to be careful about is that you're not stressing out about something, is that you're not allowing other people and other situations to make you run down. You don't want to get sick. And with Saturn in Scorpio, that's going to be transiting your 10th house of career and reputation, while Neptune in Pisces is your 2nd house of money and self-esteem. So work, money, self-esteem, ambition. This is that week where you may find that there's a job opening that 20 people want, but you feel like you're the most highly decorated and the best fit for the position. But will the boss see it that way, the powers that be? And you could find that your opposition, the people going for the job, who may not have the right qualifications that you do, are using every emotional trick in the book to get this job. And while it's unfair, people don't play fair. So Aquarians, sometimes you just have to jump into the fray, not be afraid. And if you feel that people are really overplaying their cards, you can call them on it, and you can call them on in a funny way. But, if you feel you're up to the job that's being offered or up for the position or whatever else it is, go for it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be kind to yourself, and I'll speak to you again next week.